Hello, I'm Editor Cupid and I thought I'd showcase my ultimate and probably the most unpractical chicken farm ever. So this design is so big, I decided I'd build a lift to it, piston elevator, so I could put it underground in my survival world. And here's the elevator. You can choose what product you want. You can choose eggs, you can choose these breached chickens that produce more chickens, so you can speed up the farm if you want. Then you can choose cooked chicken. You can see now when it's in the cooked chicken mode, there should be lava there. Now you saw it. And then there's the raw chicken. This just drowns the chickens. And you can also choose if you want feathers or not. If you choose not to get feathers, the feathers will vanish from the chest and they'll be dispensed on a cactus, so they'll be destroyed quickly. And you can see if I choose eggs, I won't get feathers, but if I choose cooked chicken, I will get feathers now. I can just turn it off or turn it back on, or this will turn it off. So it's very easy to use, and you get visual feedback from the farm. The exit, you just sit here and press the button and it will bounce you to the top. Or I actually have this in a server, and few of us have so bad internet, there was too much lag to use this elevator, so I built this small ladder here. Oh, and by the way, the reason I decided to make a video is to improve my English, so please don't be offended if or don't be whatever, don't make a big number of my English. I know it's quite bad. And yeah, that's my chicken farm in action. I think it came there when the eggs were on. But if we now just hop into spectator mode, I can show you a bit of the circuit. So So you can see there's quite a lot of redstone, but everything is underground level. And I can maybe make a tutorial out of this if anyone needs it. And really, I don't know if anyone will ever see this video. But you can see the blue line controls the water. By the way, here is an Xisuma's build. I also have a few more of these here. This is just a selection panel for the different products. So the torch that is off indicates the input right now. You can see it's the red line. The red line is cooked chicken. It goes here. Normally if it's on, it means that some other option is running. So it will disable this piston clock then. This piston clock sends at set intervals. There are 20 items here, mostly 16 items here. This sends a pulse here through this pulse shortener, and the pulse is just long enough so this torch will flick twice, and that will activate and deactivate the lava from these dispensers. Now the water, this is really simple. When you turn water off, like you press that button there, water on I mean, this torch will turn off, this line of redstone will turn off, and this piston or this redstone block will move here, creating a short pulse here, and this dispenser will fire. And the good thing about this selection panel is that when you switch an output, it actually turns all the outputs off for a minute, so this can be disabled before any other output is enabled. So like when I change from the water to the lava, this will get a signal again, so this redstone block will move, so this redstone will flick again, and the water will be drawn back, and only after that will this piston clock activate, and the lava can activate. The breathing then, the green line goes here, it just here, it goes up and turns this hopper off, so the eggs won't be drawn from this dropper there that you can actually see. Oh, there it is. And because the items will stay there, this small circuit will just fire the eggs back to there. And here are the few chicken that produce all the eggs. Also, when you activate the breeding circuit, this piston will extend, allowing this circuit to work properly. And finally, the egg circuit goes here. The egg circuit, when it's activated, this torch will be on, so this torch will be off, so this hopper can pass items through. So the items won't be stuck in this dispenser. They will go here and through these hoppers and in this chest. And because of that, also there is this bit here. This block will power this piston if the output is on, or if the egg setting is off. So if there's any other setting active, this piston will be powered, so this circuit here can dispense the eggs here. And the way the feather thing works, you can see there's a bit of mess here. So both the breeding and the eggs will go to an AND gate, and it means only if they both are on, which means that either the cooked or raw chicken is on. Only if or it's off, but it's on, like you get that product. Only then these both torches will be off. Actually, yeah, now these both torches will be off, like now, and the signal will travel here and through here and into this piston. And you can see here's the input for the light that shows if the feathers are on or off. So only if these both are off, these torches, which means these both are on, only then will this piston be extended and you can see the light here. So actually the input doesn't change, but just the visual response changes when you switch to one of these. Now the way this works is the signal goes here through a monostable circuit into a T flip-flop, back here, back into the light through this piston thingy, and over here, and the side is the one we are looking for. So through here and into this block, it will disable this item. Oh, I forgot the word, but it will disable this circuit, which will draw feathers out of there. But because this block has power, this hopper can't draw feathers out of here, so the feathers will be stuck here, and it will gather a stack, but after that the feathers will be in this chest. But if it's off, whenever there are more than 18 feathers here, this line of this redstone torch will turn on, off like it's now. You can see there's more than 18 feathers here, and the torch is off, so this line of redstone will turn on. And I didn't use the traditional one here, the traditional item sorter, because this was more fitting for the situation. And when these both are off, this hopper will draw items from that hopper and feed them into this dispenser. And here is, I couldn't build a 4 times 2 comparator clock here because of this circuit here. So here's some messy redstone that will dispense the items on this cactus. So that's the farm itself. Then there is the elevator. This is just 2 Xizuma's builds put together, plus a little something here. So it's really like, these builds are simple, and Xizuma has fantastic tutorials for them. The piston trapdoor and the hidden wall slime block jump thingy. And then this messy bit here controls few things, like when you activate this, the signal will go here and do its thing. It will also go here and activate this monostable circuit, go through here, and at the same time it will activate this through this line of redstone. It's really complicated, I rather not explain it all, just there are a lot of wibbly wobbly and timey-wimey stuff, a lot of timers, a lot of like diodes and monostable circuits. And the problem was that I was getting that when you activate this, you had to wait for a moment to open this here, and because you had to do the same thing on the way down, so when you activate this, you had to wait for a moment to activate this here, or this, or actually just this, and this dispenser that will pour some water into the floor here, so you don't take fall damage. And it was really hard to get it working, so it didn't create a clock. And you can see here is like 1 time circuit, you not gates here and there, and it goes here. This will disable the circuit that comes from here and opens this, but it will disable it only at certain situations. When you press this button first, it will disable this circuit, so you don't get a signal here coming through the system and activating it all over again. And this took some time, and it's really messy, and I haven't compacted this, so yeah,